Did you think I would be impressed? I've seen these things before.
Don't make your situation any worse than it already is.
Hey, old-timer, Greenhorn. Word has it you want to pay a visit to the power plant.
Yeah. I take it you have something to contribute?
Camel, you'll need it unless you're planning on shooting your way in. That would be entertaining. Don't get me wrong, but it would also be fucking suicide. I know where our favorite oddball Tarracan stashed the NAR uniforms. He showed me before when I was doing a little job for him. You should grab those uniforms the first chance you get. Go to the building adjacent to radar control, 3rd floor. Pretty dumb place for a hideout if you ask me. You can't miss it, nobody can. Just watch out for the traps. I think he said they're voice activated or voice disarmed or something. Oh yeah, the old kook said something about the key hidden in the monument. You should probably get that first.
So, what's...
All these years in the zone and all that Tatakan has to show for it are some officers' uniforms? Be careful, Igor. Don't end up as rat bait.
I could use another cup of coffee, preferably with brandy.
Officer's stripes. I'm sure these will look good on me.
One more thing. My computer. I have over 10 gigs of findings concerning Chernobylite.
Great. What am I supposed to do about it?
You know how to use Norton Commander? Launch the Rat King program. It will compress the files and upload them to the cloud. This may take some time. It's a 486DX processor with 512 kilobytes of RAM.
Well, that will take hours.
I'm no fucking black hat, but that's way too risky. Let's burn the place down and get the hell out of there.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. Walk me through it, Tarakan.
Unlock the computer and type Rat King Death, all uppercase. This will activate the hidden .bat file.
God, I do love the 90s.
This is a fucking mistake.
Okay, here we go. Looks like the Blackstalker is enhanced somehow by Chernobylite. The NER put him in charge of safeguarding their science secrets.
Can I help you?
Do you know a guy named Tarakan? There's something here that belongs to him.
So, you need something from Bradford, eh? Show me what you got, comrade scientist.
You and I are not comrades, but maybe I'll do business with you, if I have to. What do you want in trade?
What do you have? I take food, supplies, medicine, useful stuff.
Just give me the damn thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A hunter went out for a walk. Suddenly, a hare appeared and shot him down. Bang, bang! Oh, oh, oh! The hunter is going to die. He's crawling back home, saying, "Bury me deep and let me lie."
You mentioned something about trade. What kind of things? What about this,
That'll be one food ration.
Sure thing.
Here you go. It's just for you.
I better be going.
Rat fell forever.
Hey, you know, my wait, so from what I went for? Oh, very
Mikhail,
have stuff gathering and
actually,
what's going on?
do you think you could... Maybe some other...
You're the
What? What? It... Hey there, Tarakat.
But of course I can.
Fantastic.
As you've already noticed, Mousy, resources are scarce in the zone. It's essential to conserve materials when crafting. You see, Mousy, any damn fool can make soup. Throw a bunch of shit in a pan, add water, turn on the heat, and hope for the best. But the secret lies in learning the correct proportion of ingredients, and not just in meals. This applies to crafting in general. I'll show you how it's done. But first, you'll need to find 2 flammable and 1 mechanical ingredients. I hid them nearby, so keep your little mouse eyes open. We don't have all day, Mousy. Hurry it up. Praise be. Clearly the light of the rat catcher shines upon you. I'll show you how to craft ammo from scrap without wasting too many resources. Is it dangerous? Sure, but well done. Oh, you're a difficult student in spite of all your PhDs, but I'll turn you into a survivalist Mousy yet. You impress me, Mousy. You will make a great addition to the great rat catcher's army. What's the matter,
Hey there.
But of course, I can.
Fantastic.
Time for another lesson, Mousy. I'm going to teach you how to use resources more effectively. If you're willing to learn that, it's about looking at the big picture, understanding the correct ratio of components, and knowing how to... Crafting stuff is not just about memorizing blueprints. I will demonstrate this by helping you assemble a firearm. Pay attention and follow my instructions to the letter, Mousy. You know the drill. Find 10 ingredients. They are very well hidden this time. Just don't let me fall asleep waiting for your return. I'll show you how to assemble a gun using fewer components. Now approach the gunsmithing bench. Good, good, you got it. Maybe your PhDs were not a complete waste of time.
Dear Igor, apologies for this pre-recorded message, but it's for your own safety. I found something that will help you in your search. The documents are on the roof of the Pripyat hospital. Come as quickly as you can and try to be discreet. My superiors would be very unhappy if they knew I was helping you.
I knew I could count on the old man. I would have contacted him sooner, if only I'd known he was here.
Could this be a turning point, Igor? Having such a powerful ally in this place could change everything for you. But then again, you've always been so trusting. I hope it won't be your downfall.
These must be the documents Professor Semenov left for me.
This is General Kosov of the NAR. You're coming with us quietly. No harm will come to you unless you force my hand. We've disabled your technology. There's no way out of this building. Do yourself a favor. Surrender. It's the best option for everyone.
I sense the Rat King closing in on you. Run!
You have no idea how determined a man can be. I'm not going anywhere.
Actually, I do. Please remember, Igor, I didn't want it to go this way. Alpha Team, engage.
Something's interfering with my portal generator.
Sir!
This is what's blocking my portal generator. I should have spotted it sooner. There's more than one jamming device. They really put the effort into setting this trap. I have to turn that thing up. Still nothing. Have to find the other device. It must be interfering with the Chernobylite somehow. Can't... Yes. Now I can use my portal generator to get the hell out of here.
How are things, Professor?
Not too bad.
I mean, think you make it
You were...
for a while yet.
I see.
I know I'm top. And you get us.
Where
That
you...
past
Hey,
about what? I can show.
fantastic. I'm ready to learn.
Hello, partner. Today I'll teach you the correct way to handle a shotgun. This bad boy really packs a punch and can knock down even the sturdiest opponent, but I suppose you already know that. You do watch action movies, right? You don't need to be a sniper to shoot this thing effectively, so that's something. The shotgun has considerable spread, so you may as well leave your classes at home. But let's get to it. Fire when ready. Outstanding work, Igor. If this business with your fiancée doesn't pan out, I suggest you take up a glamorous life of crime. Breaking Bad could be fun for a professor emeritus like yourself. I think you've done enough for today. The rest will come with time and practice.
I need you to come here this instant. I'm at HQ. You'd better be here soon, or there will be consequences. Kozlov's going to sacrifice me. They left me here, and he is coming after me as well. We both know who I'm talking about. I can't trust Kozlov anymore. You have to help me finish what we started, you and me. We're in this together until the end, whether you like it or not. You wouldn't want him to find out the truth, would you? I'm waiting in Lenin Square. Make haste, or we're both going to regret it.
I guess I really am naive, huh? I think you owe me an explanation, old friend.
Looks like your mentor sold you out. Or perhaps he was involved in all of this from the beginning. Regardless, he's clearly no longer your friend. He set a trap for you, Igor. What are you gonna do about it?
This is so fucking surreal. Those things can go through walls. I saw it with my own eyes. Yet this one is trapped in a simple cage.
That's not a simple cage. It must have used proprietary NAL technology we don't know about.
And what's that supposed to be? The green crystals?
Fuck knows. I only care that it keeps this ugly son of a bitch on the right side of the bars.
I'm gonna keep an eye on him anyway. I don't want to end up like Victor. Dr. Him, stay back, pronto! I'm going to kill you! Wounded! Shoot to kill! Oh, we got a minute!
Before you jump to any conclusions, I can explain.
Okay. Start talking.
Not here. Let's go someplace where we can talk privately.
No thanks. I'm not falling for that again.
You're confused, my boy. Disturbed. The Chernobylite is messing with your head, but I can help you.
Can you really? The way you helped me on the hospital roof?
Just... God, please don't do anything rash. Okay then. Ask your questions.
Tatiana Amelieva. You acted like you had no idea what happened to her. But she's been here this whole time, hasn't she?
Yes. I cannot deny it, but please, you don't know all the facts.
God in heaven. Is there not a single shred of decency left in you?
I could tell you things that would turn your whole life upside down, but I don't want that. I can't have you falling apart. Don't you understand? I need you.
What are you saying?
I need you here. You're going to help me save her.
I researched Chernobylite myself. It has many potential applications. What are you and your NAR overlords planning to do with it?
I know you did. You wouldn't be here if you didn't. The catastrophe of 1986 was a great gift for humanity. One of the greatest.
What are you talking about?
Chernobylite opened a door to something that will change the history of mankind forever. Forever!
Energy capable of creating a singularity, multiple singularities, and tunnels between them.
More than that, it gives us access to the ones already in existence. It's like an autonomous vehicle that can take you anywhere in time and space, complete with maps. The first such route is already in place. We just need to make sure it's safe.
What's NAR's interest in Chernobylite?
Their interest is in a potentially trillion-dollar business. I trust I don't need to explain the possibilities of a nearly unlimited energy source.
I don't care about that. They're keeping Tatiana here against her will, aren't they? Why? Where is she?
Tatiana is a patient. A very valuable one. That's what's keeping her safe, at least for the time being. NAR has done some despicable things, I give you that. They've conducted some questionable experiments on human subjects. But Tanya is different. She's special.
I will ask you one last time. Where is Tatiana?
Igor, please. Listen to reason.
Do you want to learn about your personal threshold for pain? I said talk!
All right. But it's still Kozlov's fault. You have to believe me. Tanya is in the power plant, I swear it. Kozlov is keeping her there. Listen to me, Igor. This is important. You understand that what I'm trying to accomplish here is bigger than you or me.
Shut your goddamn mouth! I can't listen to any more of your excuses.
You can't leave him alive, Mousy! He will thwart our plan! He will bring about the end of the world and the reign of the Rat King! Don't do anything you'll regret later, Igor. You're better than them. Remember that. More practically speaking, you might need the old bastard later.
You won't hurt anyone, ever again. This ends now.
I see I was wrong about you. You're an insect just like the rest of them. Mark me, you will regret this for the rest of your life. You will never save Tatiana without my help.
Finally, some definitive proof. Tatiana is at the power plant.
Wake up, my love. There's something I have to show you.
Tanya? What?
I need you to revisit some places from the past. You must remember. Find me near the Duga complex. power plant employees, firefighters, nurses, doctors, miners, soldiers, and liquidators. Hundreds of thousands of people helped clean up the disaster site.
A monument to those who saved the world.
Maybe they wouldn't need to save it if someone else hadn't fucked it up so badly in their first place.
Tanya, my darling, you never used to be so cynical.
Is that a fact? Or is your memory playing tricks on you? That's the problem with memories. They're unreliable, fleeting. We remember things as we wish them to be, instead of how they actually happened.
What do you want from me, Tanya?
Take a closer look at the monument. Do you see that man on the left? The one holding a dosimeter? There were no dosimeters at the site right after the disaster. The ones that weren't broken were confiscated. These people had no idea what they were facing, and anyone who tried to tell the truth was silenced. State secrets have always been a top priority for our leaders. State secrets and May Day parades. Simple people were just collateral damage, the cost of doing their dirty business.
It was more complicated than that. Besides, progress always comes at a price.
Progress, huh? Come with me, Igor. I'll show you what progress you've always loved so dearly. Remind you of anything?
That's new. The work of dark tourists, I suppose.
But what do you see?
Human silhouettes. Dark shadows burned into the background. Almost like images from Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The residue of human beings in their final moments after the bomb dropped. They were disintegrated, instantly reduced to ashes at 5,000 degrees Celsius. The nuclear fission of uranium-235 and plutonium-239 created explosions so powerful they bleached everything near the blast. But why are you showing me this? I've never worked on nuclear weapons. All I wanted was to provide cheap, unlimited power for my fellow citizens, not to build fucking bombs.
Are you sure of that? What do you remember about the RBMK-1000 reactor?
It was unreliable, flawed, used to malfunction all the time.
And why did the party bosses insist on using this flawed design? Remember, Igor. You've got to remember.
Because it could be easily adopted to wartime production.
Atoms for peace could become atoms of destruction in an instant.
That was never the plan. Do you understand?
I have to show you something else. Follow me. The Russian woodpecker, steel yard, Moscow eye, a beast with many names.
Dugo 1, over the horizon radar. It was supposed to warn us about incoming nuclear missiles from the west. Impressive in size and very power hungry. The array needed the power plant to supply electricity. But at the end of the day, it was just radar, a heap of metal, and I destroyed it.
It's a tool of war. Yet another step towards a never-ending arms race. So that's progress for you, Igor? And you've been a part of that, even if unwittingly.
What are you talking about?
Was that even all of it? What about the secret transmissions, mind control, KGB experiments?
Why don't you tell me, since you seem to know so much about it?
I wish I could, but I can't.
You brought me here, and...
Don't sulk, Igor. Use your brain.
Unless I'm going crazy, and you're nothing but a voice in my head. Tanya? Tanya?
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this. Go. Die. Fade. Portal. Help. Die. Igor. Olivier asked you to keep your head down and only steal a few bullets from the NAR shipment. You didn't listen to him. Instead, you blew the whole shipment sky high. You successfully brought the food back, but were unsure if you could tell Olga about Kostya. Perhaps you could have asked her to join you? You decided to tell her that Kostya's dead, and now Olga is devastated. In Tarakon's hideout, you faced a choice. Either save some data from his old computer, or burn it to prevent it from falling into the NAR's hands. You decided to take a chance and saved the data. Sashko asked you to destroy the Moscow Eye or make it work for you. Your choice was to... You saved Mikhail from poisonous gas. When you asked him, he... In Tarakon's hideout, you faced a choice. You decided to... Let's move some pieces on the space-time board, Igor.
One more thing. My computer. I have over 10 gigs of findings concerning Chernobylite.
Great. What am I supposed to do about it?
You know how to use Norton Commander? Launch the Rat King program. It will compress the files and upload them to the cloud. This may take some time. It's a 486DX processor with 512 kilobytes of RAM.
Well, that will take hours.
I'm no fucking Black Hand, but that's way too risky. Let's burn the place down and get the hell out of there.
Sorry, Tarakan, I'm blowing it up.
I have a long memory, Mousy. A very long memory.
Okay, here we go.
Olivier asked you to keep your head down and only steal a few bullets. You didn't listen to him. Ready to realign the memory?
Olivier, I can see the crates. It looks promising.
Well done. I know you worked hard for this, but don't get greedy. Remember, low profile.
Don't listen to that soldier boy. Fuck low profile.
Remember the pointers I gave you, Igor. Be a pro.
Igor, any ammo you leave behind, they're gonna use to shoot you in the ass. Blow that shit sky high.
Olivier's right. Causing an uproar when it's not completely necessary won't help our mission.
While searching Tarakon's hideout, you disarmed his traps, leaving the place vulnerable to the NAR. You considered rearming the traps, but feared they could be set off by a civilian. Because of that fear, you decided not to rearm the traps. You successfully brought the food back, but were unsure if you could tell Olga about Kostya. Perhaps you decided to tell her that Kostya's dead, and now Are you ready to readjust the timeline, Igor?
I retrieved your supplies.
One more thing. Kostya never made it back to the camp. If you happen to run into him, tell him to hurry. We need him. I need him.
You should tell her the truth, Mousy. Haven't you noticed yet that secrets never bring anyone happiness?
I have no fucking idea what you think you're gonna accomplish by telling her the truth. But yeah, go for it.
I don't know where he is. Sorry.
I was hoping you had news. Well, Kostya's a big boy. I'm sure he can handle himself. But if you meet him, be sure to send him my way, okay?
How about joining forces? Your people seem to have everything under control here. I could use someone with your skills and drive.
And I could use someone who knows so much about NAR technology. Yeah, I think Matvey can take care of things on his own for a while. Lead the way.
I'll open a portal for you. Just don't freak out, okay?
Gorgi told you where to find the plans for the power plant, but the NAR got wind of it and was lying in the wait. You decided to fight back. While searching Tarakon's hideout, you disarmed his... You considered Let's make a change and see how it affects the timeline.
I know you're there, Mousy. Sorry to interrupt your mission. When you're done, I'll need those traps armed again. The Rat King cannot prevail. His minions must be denied access to my sanctuary.
You never know who's gonna wander in there, Igor. What if some civilians get gassed? Do you want that on your conscience?
Compromising the hideout could be risky. Who knows what else Tarakan's got tucked away in here?
Gorgi told you where to find the plans for the power plant, but the NAR got... Let's try again with a different approach, Igor.
No. This is General Koslov of the NAR. You're coming with us quietly. No harm will come to you unless you force my hand. We disabled your technology. There's no way out of this building. Do yourself a favor. Surrender. It's the best option for everyone.
I sense the Rat King closing in on you. Run!
You had to do the right thing here, Igor. I know it's risky, but this could be our only opportunity to hurt them from the inside, or at least learn something valuable.
What the hell are you saying? You want me to surrender?
Think like a partisan, will you? They underestimate you. Use it to your advantage. You'll find out a way to break free later.
Okay, I give up. I want to talk to the people in charge.
You overestimate your value, Professor Kaminyuk. Alpha Team, take him.
Notify me as soon as the patrol has returned, Sergeant. Welcome back to the world of the living, Kaminyuk. At least, for the moment. The name's Koslov. I'm Chief of NAR Security. But perhaps you figured that out already. You know, I have plenty of crap to deal with every day. Guarding the exclusion zone against trespassers and lunatics who harass my men and refuse to let us conduct our business in peace. If you were just another dark tourist or stalker, or whatever these idiots call themselves nowadays, it would make my job much easier. But we both know that's not the case. Now, are you ready to drop the act and speak with me man to man?
Sure. Let's talk like civilized people.
We're developing something big here. Something important. You know this. It's the reason you're here, isn't it? You may find this hard to believe, but all this is simply business. NAR paid the Ukrainian government a fortune to lease this land. Yet we are treated like a hostile occupation force. And for what? The zone is filthy with dangerous radiation. These busybodies would rather die of cancer than live a long, happy life tending their gardens. If anything, we're doing those crazy Samoshas a favor by keeping them out of harm's way. Wouldn't you agree?
The patrol has returned, sir. They say they have news.
Perfect. And about time. Excuse me, Kaminyuk. I will return momentarily.
Hello, Mousy. Ready to continue on?
Wow, it's great to see you, Igor. I've got a fan-fucking-spastic plan that you need to hear.
Yeah, right, of course. Sounds fan-fucking exciting.
Stop bitching and be grateful there's someone here to do the thinking when you're not around. Anyway, listen up. I think the time has come to kill off the biggest knobber of them all.
Oh, the suspense is killing me. Who's on your shit list today?
Drumroll, please! General Kozlov, the single biggest NAR twat of them all! Time to end his miserable life. Pay back for what he did to my friends. And for his other shameful deeds, of course. Can't forget that.
You've got friends? That's new.
Very funny. This fucker and his cronies iced my boys. Don't you ever joke about that. You fucking hear me? His lapdogs captured us, tortured us. I got lucky. They just beat the ever-loving shit out of me and left me to die.
What happened? You never wanted to talk about it before.
Having electrodes clipped to your dong is not something you want to relive with casual acquaintances. The 5 of us set up this warehouse together. It was me, Zina, Yuri, Ludmila, and Igor. Like yourself, we were the fucking Pripyat 5. Respected businessmen. And women. We provided, essential goods and services for those who needed them. When NAR showed up, we tried to negotiate with them. But to this decrepit 20th century commie Kozlov, we were just a bunch of hippie anarchists and drug dealers. Anyway, a perfect opportunity to exact revenge on this cocksucker's approaching. He's gonna give some kind of motivational speech to his private army of knobbers outside in Lenin Square.
This sounds like a real opportunity. Taking Kozlov out is the only way to stop him from interfering with our plans. And to make him pay for his crimes, obviously.
As much as I admire clean work, shooting him like a lame deer would be a mistake. We should make him talk first, learn everything we can so we can better prepare for our heist. Passwords, codes, guard routines. After we have what we need, then we off him. I also want to ask him about my brother. I need to know why he went to the trouble of killing Ruslan when he was just asking for a job.
We are going to pull the Rat King's teeth, one by one. Kozlov is one of his shiniest fangs and sharpest. But we should question him first. Killing him straight away would waste all the work we put into exposing his big plans, and the end of the world, and all that.
I agree on one point. Kozlov must die. But we don't have time for fun and games. Just dispose of him quickly and get out. Maybe he does deserve to suffer, and perhaps he has some intel we could use. But the only way to make sure he can't interfere is to kill him right away. That's what I recommend.
We need Kozlov alive. I'm open to suggestions.
I can definitely help with that. The actual camp is located in Energetic, the former palace of Kocha. There are 2 ways in. The main entrance is probably guarded, of course, but they only post 2 guards at the side door. You know the place, right?
Yeah, I lived here a long time ago, but some of the details are fuzzy.
It's not complicated. Those NAR fuckers just walked in and make themselves at home. The front entrance is a no-go, but the side door will be a breeze. The guard detail is very light, insultingly so. And that's where you come in, or go in, or whatever. Kozlov's digs are on the top floor. Once you get inside, it shouldn't be hard for a man of your talents to slip past the guards. Security is a bit of a joke, like every fascist you ever met. they got cocky. They're not expecting anyone to snoop around. And remember, most of them will be distracted by Kozlov's speech. Maybe he'll even put them to sleep for us.
This is a great opportunity, Mousy. The Rat King's minion will be vulnerable, alone, just waiting for you. The time has come to instill the fear of the great rat catcher in their black and shriveled hearts.
Okay, I'm ready to talk to Kozlov.
Why are we still hanging around? Let's go hunt something, Igor.
Kozlov, the most hated man in the zone. He's ruthless, but hardly a mastermind. Despite his civilized appearance, he may just be a mad dog, unleashed by the NAR. Still, you could probably learn a lot from him. He could be your ticket into the power plant.
Bad news, Igor.
What's going on?
Kozlov is about to leave the NAR encampment. Very convenient timing, isn't it?
Convenient indeed. So, change of plans?
Go to Hotel Policia, top floor. You'll have a great vantage point from up there. It will allow you to pinpoint Kozlov.
Sounds good.
Excellent. We should pursue this plan. This will bring us closer to defeating the Rat King.
You're one psycho geezer, Turkan. But I like you because you love to stir shit up. Working with you is a real pleasure.
You may be far from divine enlightenment, Sashko, but your heart is in the right place.
I think I heard something. Checking.
It's us or him, boys! Shoot the... Engage the target!
I'm on the top floor, and I found some binoculars.
Good. Luck favors bold mouses like yourself.
I see him. General Kozlov in the flesh.
The chief rat. Now listen closely, Mousy. His living quarters are in the building on your right, top floor. The time for action is now. Gather your courage and go, Mousy.
What about a little help? Perhaps some kind of diversion?
Yes. Luring the other predators away is always a good idea. Use the generator to power up the Ferris wheel. Its lights will attract them like moths.
Like moths? That might work for a minute or two, but it won't last.
Do you have a better idea?
I might. Shut down the generator instead, and they'll be blind. Then you'll have no problem sneaking past the guards and getting to your target.
Okay, I'm at the generator.
The shadows are out! Fucking hell! Fire! Fire at will! Target ahead! Over there! Keep shooting! More coming! Watch your six! Stay alert!
Disabling the generator must have opened the shadow cages. The guards will be quite busy for the next little while.
Not afraid of the dark, are you? Seriously though, watch yourself. Those things will eat you just as soon as any guard.
What's all the commotion?
Don't even think about reaching for that sidearm, General Kozlov. I'm not interested in talking to you, but I need to find Tatiana, and you're in my way.
Is that so? Those few words you just said tell me you have no idea what's going on here.
Come on. He's just trying to weasel his way out of it. Kill him now. Don't let him get in your head.
I'm sorry, General. I'm not that kind of person. But you leave me no choice.
Wait. You're making a huge mistake. I can tell you a great many things. Useful information.
He's full of shit. Just pop him and blow.
You want to know about Tatiana, right? Then you found the right man. Let's talk.
Okay, I'll bite. But you better have answers.
Did you think I would be impressed? I've seen these things before.
Don't make your situation any worse than it already is. Move.
So, this is what it looks like from the inside.
Surprised? I guess you're not all-knowing after all.
Let's say terrorist hideouts are not my department, but I know everything I need to know. Is this a family meeting? What a pity. I thought we were going to talk man-to-man, Professor Kaminyuk.
What the fuck? Why did you bring this asshole here? You were supposed to punish him for what he did, and then leave his corpse as an example.
My poor fellow. I suppose you expect me to acknowledge you and apologize for something I've done. Sadly, I am forced to disappoint you. I have no idea who you are, nor do I care.
I don't like this one bit. Let's put an end to this, and fast.
You should be careful with that one, Kaminyuk. Women are often far more cruel than men. I've seen her kind in... well, it hardly matters. What about you, old man? Still chasing ghosts? Did you ever find your mysterious Rat King? Perhaps you should have stayed in the institution. At least they kept you properly fed. Sashko Horobets. I admire your craft, but there's nothing I can do for you. Or your brother.
We'll see about that.
Are we done with introductions? Let's get to it then.
You seem to be the most reasonable of this gang of colorful misfits. I was hoping you and I could have a civilized conversation.
I know exactly what you're doing. It isn't particularly clever or original, and it's not going to work.
What am I doing? I am a professional who happens to be on the other side of the fence. Just a man trying to do his job. I have a nephew that I very much want to see. So, go ahead and ask your questions. When you're satisfied, I'm sure we can come to some kind of arrangement.
Your nephew? Tell me about him.
He's 10 years old. He's from Magnitogorsk, like his father and me, and he's the smartest kid I know. I don't believe for one moment that you could harm him. It simply isn't your style, Professor. Besides, you don't even know where he is.
Do not assume to know me, Kozlov. That would be a mistake. Tell me about the experiments. What is Semenov doing in the lab?
I wish I could tell you, but as with tracking down trespassers, that is not my department. My task was to ensure Semenov could work undisturbed.
You lie. I've seen everything. I've even studied Chernobylite myself. How can you claim to know nothing about it?
I know about its applications, yes. I know that it can act as an unlimited energy source, that it can be used in transportation, medicine, and can even be weaponized. But I don't know any details about its implementation. I'm not a scientist, just an old soldier.
Yes, I suppose that's true.
Look, I'm not a personal friend of Semenov. His findings may be profound, but at what cost? Remember, it was Semenov who botched the experiment that released the shadows into this world. Can you guess how many people I've lost fighting those things? Don't ask me where these creatures came from, because I have no idea. From a nightmare, perhaps. Semenov has a god complex. He believes he can advance the human race, a bold claim, especially in this part of the world, no? We lived in the shadow of people who wanted to turn us simple bread-eaters into angels for almost the entire century. But I've been around. I've seen things. So you can understand why I'm skeptical when I hear such claims.
Semenov may be the brain, but he isn't responsible for the atrocities in the zone. That's your doing.
You seem like a smart fellow, Kaminyuk. Why would you buy into this nonsense?
What do you mean?
Whatever Semenov told you, he is the real puppet master. He has great influence over the board.
The board?
The big money people in the tailored Italian suits. The people who make money by making money. Semenov convinced the board he's going to transform NAR into a trillion-dollar business. To them, he's like an investment banker messiah.
Semenov isn't rounding people up and torturing them, filling mass graves with civilian corpses. That's you.
Well, naturally, you'll get a distorted view of what's going on when you only hear one side of the story.
Uh-huh. What's your side of the story, then?
This is a war zone. I am responsible for keeping my men safe and doing my job. Some collateral damage is unavoidable in any conflict. But trust me when I say I've already had a bellyful of civilian misery. I do my absolute best to keep their suffering to a minimum.
I'm only really interested in one thing. Where is Tatiana?
That ghost you're chasing. That pretty dream. I don't know what to tell you.
You're the head of security. Am I to believe you're not privy to everything that goes on at the power plant?
Professor Kamenyuk, listen. I am here to earn a little extra money so I can retire someplace nice and send my nephew to an Ivy League university. I have zero interest in anything that doesn't directly concern my men and my job.
You don't tell me. I swear.
I cannot tell you what I do not know, Professor. Semenov is the authority in this area. Talk to him if you want to know more about the experiments or this Tatiana girl.
How do I enter that power plant?
You're placing me in a very awkward position. You want me to divulge information that may lead to casualties among my men and the civilian staff.
You've got a real nerve talking to me about civilian casualties. I can't believe you would try that. Again. What is the password and response for accessing the power plant?
Don't be stupid. You and your merry band of trumps will never make it out of the power plant alive.
I don't care. Do you know where we are, right now?
No. I don't understand it, this place. But let's skip the guessing game and you just tell me.
We are currently in the tunnel between two singularities. It's like a black hole, only smaller. This tunnel is a shortcut through time and space. Marvelous, isn't it? But to use it, you need to know how to enter and how to leave.
Ah, I see where this is going.
Do you? I don't have to kill you. I can simply leave you here. But don't count on dying anytime soon. Time dilation will ensure that you don't. You will never see your nephew again. But perhaps I will release you to attend his funeral when he's died of old age.
I can see that your companion's cruel nature is beginning to rub off on you. Very well.
Are you ready to cooperate now? If you lie to me, I will return and it won't go well for you.
The call is, we quell the storm. The response, and ride the thunder.
Thank you. I'm glad we had this chance to talk. What to do with you now, eh?
It's too dangerous to let him live. I believe we already agreed on that.
I want to ask him about wrestling fast.
He's mine. I want him to experience a slow descent into hell. Fucker!
He's just a tool of the Rat King. He told you everything of value already. Do not let this rodent roam free. He can still do great damage to our cause, more even than before.
Sorry. I can't let you go.
You're making a mistake, Professor. One you will dearly regret.
Mikhail, you deserve to have your revenge.
Thank you, my friend. You can go now. I can take it from here. Trust me.
God, no! This is... Please! I don't deserve this!
But you said you didn't remember who I was. Let's see if I can refresh your memory.
God damn you, Kamenyuk! Not this sociopath! I'm begging you! Kill me! Just kill me, please! Anyone!
I need to talk to you, Igor.
Sure thing, Olga. I'm all in.
My people and I, we've been fighting the
Nothing.
What did
All this should.
I've until.
Hi, Olga. Fantastic. I'm ready to learn. Oh, great huntress.
No jokes while we're training, or I'll smack you upside the head. Got it? Alright, it seems I've got my work cut out for me. This is gonna be extremely difficult, maybe even dangerous.
I thought you were going to teach me how to effectively pack a bag. How could that be dangerous?
Dangerous for my mental health. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Firstly, I want to address the fact that, for some reason, I'm the only one who can teach you the art of packing. Presumably because I'm a woman. I find that sexist, extremely, and offensive.
I beg your pardon?
Thank you. That said, I do have some tricks up my sleeve, or should I say, up my bag, that I can share with you. Because frankly, Igor, when I look at the warehouse and how you furnish and organize it, it makes me weep.
You weep? I never noticed.
I'm weeping on the inside. My soul bleeds when I see this chaotic trash heap of grime and despair. No clean lines, no aesthetic, just a man cave reeking of testosterone.
That's a little bit harsh, don't you think?
But fear not, as a wise man once said, when the student is ready, the teacher reveals herself.
And you're the teacher?
Yes, I am. Here's the first secret. It's all in your head.
What do you mean?
The chaos in your head translates into the chaos in your inventory. The more organized you are, the clearer your thoughts, the purer your mind, the better your packing skills.
But
nothing. Don't argue. Don't deny it. Don't fight the truth. Just be silent and absorb. I'll let you think on this for a couple minutes or hours. What can I do for you, Professor?
Hi, Olga.
I'd be glad.
Fantastic. I'm ready to...
No jokes while we're training, or I'll... Today I'll teach you how to stay alive a little bit longer. Knowing how to use a med kit, healing salves, and herbs is obviously important, but I won't be talking about that.
What are you going to talk about, Olga?
About resolve, grit, and determination. About having the guts to do what's right, whatever it takes.
I get what you're saying, but what does it have to do with survival skills?
You know the stories about people who achieve seemingly impossible feats in times of crisis? There's this tale about an old woman who somehow lifted a tram because her grandkid was stuck underneath.
I'm sure that's an urban legend.
Even so, with inner discipline and strength of conviction, you can sometimes surprise yourself. Let me ask you something. Are you willing to die for Tatiana?
Without hesitation.
Good. Now what you need to understand is that she doesn't need you to die. She needs you to live. Stay alive, Igor. It's the only way to see this through. Nice job. It's so great to work with someone who actually cares. I'm tired of whiny people's bullshit.